Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, we have a tremendous fight on our hands. All thanks to the WBO putting their foot on the gas and ordering WBO champion the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fondura, to defend his title against the mandatory challenger, the number one contender, Puerto Rico's own, Xander Zayas. Guys, this is going to be one heck of a battle. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, you know how that is. It always sells, and most of the time, it always delivers. Xander Zayas is one of Top Rank's best up-and-coming fighters for some time now, from the beginning. Xander Zayas is the youngest fighter, professional fighter, to be signed by Top Rank. Top Rank has signed so many great fighters over the years, from Muhammad Ali to Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto. Man, the list goes on and on. It's a who's who. And out of all those fighters, Xander Zayas is the youngest to ever get signed by the company. And that's something to brag about. That says something. Because Bob Arum saw the talent Xander Zayas has. You know, he's not just going to sign a 16-year-old kid to a professional contract just to do it. No, Bob Arum saw the talent, and it was like, I gotta sign this kid. So Xander Zayas had to wait until he was 18 to step in the Top Rank ring, and he delivered, and he's been delivering ever since. Tremendous performances, blowing out all his opponents with his tremendous boxing skills, the amazing talent that he displays. Xander Zayas is one of those fighters where not many fighters can do it, but you will see Xander Zayas show offense and defense at the same time. He will be on his offense, letting go shots, and at the same time, he's on his defense, ducking and slipping shots. And with his awesome habit that he has, keeping his right hand to his chin in case any shots incoming fired, which is a good habit that he has. But other than that, man, sharp jabs, sharp combinations, excellent in and outs, excellent feet, and he's gonna need to use all that talent against Sebastian Fondura, because Xander Zayas has a tall task in front of him, literally, in a 6'6" skyscraper who can box, who has punching power, who has a nice long jab, and that's one of the questions. What will Xander Zayas do with that jab, about that jab? Can he make adjustments? Can he get up underneath that jab and unload his shot? Because Fondura is much taller than Xander, and Xander Zayas has the height advantage with being a shorter fighter to get on the inside and work the body, crank up those uppercuts, those nice uppercuts that he has, and sharp combos, left hooks. Because Fondura, as good as a fighter he is, he's going to be open all night. He's going to be open to shots. He's going to be open to Xander Zayas' right cross, left hook to the body that he's dropped fighters with already, the right cross that he's dropped fighters with already. And one thing about Xander Zayas, he's very explosive in the early going. He's had most of his knockdowns have come in the first round. So Sebastian Fondura has to be really careful with his defense and hands up and hands up, because Xander Zayas is going to unload explosively on him in the early going. Now, what's going to be interesting in the middle and later rounds, 12 rounds if necessary, how will Xander Zayas' gas tank look? Because Sebastian Fondura, we've seen it before, he can take a good shot, he keeps coming, pressure, a lot of pressure, that jab on the way in. You know, Xander Zayas has to get away from that jab and has to be in top shape for 12 rounds if necessary to be able to use his feet and circle and be able to be in and out unloading his combos on Fondura, because that pressure is going to be intense. When Fondura closes that gap, and if he closes that gap, Fondura is going to unload his uppercuts, his punching power on his body shots on the inside, because for his height, Fondura can bang on the inside. He's an excellent inside fighter. Xander Zayas, of course, an excellent inside fighter as well. He likes to go inside. He likes to bang it out as well. But Fondura, he has to be careful because Fondura can pop with both hands. And this is no fighter on the caliber that Xander Zayas is fighting. He has been fighting. This is a world champion in his prime who's fought tough competition, from Erickson Lubin to Tim Tszyu, Brian Mendoza. So Sebastian Fondura is battle tested. Xander Zayas hasn't really been battle tested. This will be Xander Zayas' biggest fight to date, most important fight to date, first world title shot. This is a fight where the question of if Xander Zayas will he be the next big thing out of Puerto Rico, or will he not be, or it wasn't meant to be. This is a fight. This is that fight that will answer that, because the training wheels are about to come off in this fight. You know, the excellent matchmaking the Top Rank has been doing with Xander Zayas is excellent. Once this fight gets made and those two step in the ring, that's it. The training wheels are off, and now we're about to see how good Xander Zayas really is, because this is the fight to do it. You want to be the next big thing out of Puerto Rico? First things first, win a world title. This is the opportunity to do it. Let's see if it can happen. As talented as Xander Zayas is, this is not going to be an easy fight. You know, I'm a Puerto Rican. I back my Puerto Rican fighters up 1,000%, but this is not an easy fight. This is going to be, you know, a lot of people are predicting that Xander Zayas is going to go in there and outbox Fondura, and I can see that happening, but it's going to be a hard fight. However easy Xander Zayas makes it look, it's not going to be easy. Xander Zayas is going to have to dig deep. He's going to go in there, outbox, but he's going to have to use a lot of gas tank. He's going to have to use a lot of footwork, foot movements, in and outs, combinations, and be perfect for 12 rounds. Cannot really get into a firefight with Fondura, because Fondura, in my opinion, is better at that. Now, in terms of talent, boxing skills, Xander Zayas is a better boxer coming in. He's more sharper, he's more crisp, explosive. Not the hardest puncher, but hard enough to make you think about your next move. So, all in all, man, is a tremendous fight. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. You know, Xander Zayas finally will be in an elite fight. This is the question. This is one of those questions that will be answered. You know, how good Xander Zayas is, and what will he do when he steps up to elite competition. This is it. A lot of people, a lot of fans have been clamoring and asking, when is Xander Zayas going to fight a world champion, an elite fighter? Well, this is it. So the WBO has ordered this fight to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to it. Should be tremendous. Should be tremendous. This is Xander Zayas' moment to shine, and in boxing, nothing is guaranteed. So, is it gonna be a coming up party or a disaster? Who knows? Only time will tell. We'll find out when and if the fight happens and that bell rings. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.